Your thoughts become your reality. Every day, thousands of thoughts pass through your mind. Some encourage you, others limit you. Imagine hearing these sentences every morning. I always fail. I am not smart enough. I will never succeed. Eventually, your brain begins believing them. These beliefs influence your actions. Your actions create results. Then those results strengthen your beliefs. This becomes a cycle. Fortunately, psychology offers another cycle. Replace negative thoughts with realistic, empowering ones. Instead of, I cannot do this, say, I can learn this. Instead of, I always fail, say, I improve every time I try. Positive thinking alone does not create success, but positive thinking combined with action changes behavior. Your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it. Choose your words carefully, because your inner voice becomes your future. Failure is part of transformation. Many people see failure as proof they are not good enough. Psychology says something different. Failure is feedback. Think about a child learning to walk. The child falls again and again. Nobody says, you failed. Everyone says, keep going. Eventually the child walks. Adults forget this lesson. They expect perfection immediately. But every expert was once a beginner. Every successful entrepreneur made mistakes. Every athlete lost competitions. Every author wrote bad pages. Failure teaches lessons that success never could. Instead of asking, why did I fail? Ask, what did I learn? That one question changes everything. People who learn from failure become stronger. People who fear failure stop growing. Transformation belongs to those who continue despite setbacks. Discipline beats motivation. Motivation feels exciting, but it disappears quickly. Discipline lasts. Imagine two people. One exercises only when motivated. The other exercises every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, whether they feel like it or not. Who succeeds after 1 year? Almost always the disciplined person. Psychology explains this clearly. The brain loves routines. When actions become scheduled, they require less mental effort. Successful people do not rely on feelings. They rely on systems. They remove unnecessary decisions. Instead of asking, do I feel like working today? They simply begin. Feelings change. Systems remain. The more disciplined you become, the less you depend on motivation. Self-transformation never ends. Many people think transformation has a finish line. I will finally be happy when I lose weight. I will finally feel successful after earning more money. I will finally become confident after getting promoted. But life does not work that way. Real transformation is a lifelong journey. Every new challenge teaches something new. Every season requires a different version of you. The person you are today is not the person you were 5 years ago. And 5 years from now, you can become someone even stronger, wiser, and kinder. Growth is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming better than yesterday. Some days you will move forward. Some days you will struggle. Both are part of the process. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. Every small decision matters. Every habit matters. Every thought matters. Every action matters. Because every choice shapes the person you are becoming. One day you will look back and realize something amazing. The transformation did not happen overnight. It happened quietly. One decision. One habit. One lesson. One courageous step at a time. That is the true psychology of self-transformation. Your future is not decided by your past. It is created by the choices you make today. So start now. Take one small action. Keep going tomorrow. Repeat it again the next day. Months from now, you will not just have a different life. You will become a different person. And that is the greatest transformation of all. Your habits build your future. Think about brushing your teeth. Do you need motivation? Probably not. You simply do it. Why? Because it became a habit. Habits are mental shortcuts. Your brain loves habits because they save energy. Without habits, every decision would require effort. Scientists estimate that a large part of our daily behavior is automatic. This means much of your future depends on habits you already have. If your daily habits improve by just 1% each day, your future changes dramatically. Imagine two people. One improves a little every day. The other stays the same. First, they seem identical. Months later, the difference becomes obvious. Years later, they live completely different lives. Transformation is usually invisible in the beginning. The results appear later. This is why many people quit too early. They expect instant success. Psychology teaches patience. Small habits become powerful over time. The comfort zone is a beautiful prison. Everyone has heard about the comfort zone, but few people understand its psychology. The comfort zone feels safe, protects you from fear, but it also protects you from growth. Imagine a bird that never leaves its nest. The nest is comfortable. It is familiar, feels secure, but the bird will never learn to fly. The same happens in life. Every promotion, every new friendship, every business, every skill, every dream exists outside your comfort zone. Fear is not always a sign to stop. Sometimes it is proof that you are growing. Every successful person experiences fear. The difference is simple. They act anyway. Confidence does not remove fear. Action creates confidence. Every brave decision teaches your brain that you are stronger than you believed. Slowly, your comfort zone expands. What once seemed impossible becomes normal. That is transformation. Your environment shapes your behavior. Many people blame themselves. I have no discipline. I have no motivation. Sometimes the problem is not you. It is your environment. Imagine trying to eat healthy while your kitchen is filled with candy and junk food. Every time you walk by, temptation appears. Now imagine replacing those foods with fruit, vegetables, and healthy snacks. Suddenly making good choices becomes easier. Your environment silently influences your decisions. The same applies to people. Spend time with negative people. Your thinking becomes negative. Spend time with ambitious people. Your standards rise. Spend time with kind people. You naturally become kinder. Human beings learn through observation. Psychologists call this social learning. We copy what we repeatedly see. If you want to transform yourself, redesign your environment. Choose books that inspire you. Follow positive creators. Keep your workspace clean. Spend time with people who challenge you to grow. Small environmental changes often produce big personal changes. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, why do I keep making the same mistakes? Maybe you promised yourself that this year would be different. You would wake up early, eat healthier, stop overthinking, learn a new skill, or finally chase your dreams. But after a few days or weeks, everything went back to normal. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Millions of people want to change, but very few truly transform. That is because self-transformation is not about motivation. It is not about buying another self-help book or watching hundreds of motivational videos. Real transformation starts much deeper. It begins inside your mind. Today, we are going to explore the psychology of self-transformation. You will learn why people resist change, how your brain creates habits, why your identity controls your actions, and the simple psychological principles that can completely change your life. By the end of this video, you may never think about personal growth the same way again. Let's begin. Your brain loves safety more than success. One of the biggest myths is that people hate change. The truth is different. People do not hate change. People hate uncertainty. Your brain has one important job. It wants to keep you alive. Thousands of years ago, staying alive meant avoiding danger. Any unfamiliar place, person, or situation could be a threat. Because of this, the human brain learned to prefer what is familiar, even if it is not good. That ancient survival system still exists today. Imagine someone who has been working in a job they dislike for 10 years. They complain every day. They dream about starting a business, but they never take the first step. Why? Because their brain says, what if you fail? What if you lose money? What if people laugh at you? The brain sees uncertainty as danger. It chooses a painful certainty instead of an uncertain opportunity. This explains why many people stay in unhealthy relationships, boring careers, or bad habits. Not because they enjoy them, because they feel familiar. Self-transformation begins when you teach your brain that growth is not danger. Growth is opportunity. Every time you do something new, your brain slowly realizes, I survived. Then it becomes easier the next time. Your identity creates your reality. Most people try to change their behavior. Few people change their identity. That is why their results never last. Think about someone trying to quit smoking. If they keep saying, I am a smoker trying to quit, their identity still belongs to smoking. Eventually, stress or temptation pulls them back. Now imagine someone saying, I am not a smoker. The behavior changes because the identity changed first. Psychologists have found that people naturally act in ways that match how they see themselves. If you believe, I am lazy, you will find reasons to avoid work. If you believe, I am confident, you will naturally speak more, take action, and accept challenges. Your identity works like invisible software. It controls your daily decisions without you realizing it. This is why successful people often focus on becoming someone new instead of simply achieving goals. Instead of saying, I want to run a marathon, they think, I am a runner. Instead of saying, I want better grades, they think, I am a disciplined student. Identity always comes before lasting transformation. Small actions change the brain. Many people wait for motivation, but psychology tells us something surprising. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Imagine pushing a heavy car. First, it barely moves. You use all your strength. Then slowly, the wheels begin turning. After that, keeping the car moving becomes much easier. Your brain works exactly the same way. The hardest part is starting. Once you begin, motivation often follows. This is why tiny actions are so powerful. Reading one page, walking for 5 minutes, writing one sentence, doing one push-up. These actions seem small, but each one sends a message to your brain. I am becoming someone who takes action. Your brain rewards action by releasing dopamine. Dopamine is often called the motivation chemical. Each small success makes future success easier. Transformation does not happen through giant changes. It happens through tiny actions repeated every day.